Hi, this is Makar, and today I'll be talking about the war updates in Ukraine for January 7th. So, before I start, let's see what are the Russian losses. So, as of today, it's 318th day of the full invasion, and there are 110,740 Russian personnel being liquidated in Ukraine since February 24th. Ukrainian army destroyed two tanks, one APV, and two artillery systems, three artillery systems, and two anti-craft warfare systems within during the last 24 hours. Okay, so let's go. And now I would like to show you a video of Russian conscripts that are addressing their, covering their faces, obviously, because they're afraid or, whatever. But they are addressing their speech to Minister of Offense of Russia. They call him Minister of Defense, but everyone knows it's Minister of Offense of Russia, Shoigu, saying that they were conscripted in September last year, and they were trained as artillerists. But now their commanders trying to send them into the front line as infantry, which is, good for Ukraine. I mean, they were trained as artillerists. They don't know how to fight as infantries, so they will die, very fast, quickly. So it's good for Ukraine, but that shows how Russian army um, you know, is bad. Oops. That's he said that it's First Army Corpus. Okay, and that's Russians. Now there are several photos of Ukrainian soldiers and firefighters and civilians. So these two are in the trenches. You can see Ukrainian flag over here, equipped, dressed, warm, sweater. So hopefully they feel warm. That's a charge being destroyed by Russian artillery. That's another Ukrainian warrior in the trenches. Basically, seems like it's his bed or so-called bed sleeping spot. Um, and that's firefighters fighting the fire as a result of shelling. And that's a Ukrainian. I'm not sure if he's a police or some territorial defense. So they're distributing the SNS, which is like firefighters, police, medic, all in one. So they're distributing water to population. You can see here that some windows are boarded up, and some windows, some balconies have no windows. Apparently, there was a fire here. No windows here, boarded up, closed up. So I think no window in this, no glass in this window. These balconies are destroyed, and people, try to survive in such conditions. So apparently they don't have water, like drinking water. That's why they have this, aid, water like distribution. That's another Ukrainian civilian. These are civilians being transported over the river. Seems like it's a Kherson region, or maybe like I don't know, to be honest, what region this photo is from, but that's what it is. And as a Ukrainian warrior, another, I believe there are these people are electricians, Ukrainian warrior, soldier. Okay, so let's now go to the map. So in Russia, missile launch in Belgorod district. So you can see, over here, a sign in the sky of the missile. Then there is nothing happened in Chernigiv or Sumy region, like nothing significant. Okay, before I go to Kharkiv region, I would like you to look at my T-shirt. That's Ukrainian Cossack, as you can see. Yeah, got it from Ukraine. It was it took me like more than a month to get this T-shirt being delivered, shipped to the U.S. But I love this T-shirt. Anyway, leave a comment below what do you think about this T-shirt, or if you want the same T-shirt, I can share the link where I got it. Okay, so let's go back to the map and see. Okay, Kharkiv region. In Kharkiv region, one person killed as a result of Russian missile strike at Merefa of Kharkiv region. That's right here. And then explosions were reported in Chuguiv of Kharkiv region right here. Russian army shelled Strelecha, Bочкове, Комисарове, Krasne, Zelene, Ambarne, Bukhrovatka, Hatisha, and Odradne of Kharkiv region. All of this town. Then in Kupiansk area, Russian army shelled Dvorichna, Kupiansk, Kislivka, Kotlярivka, and Krokhmalne. Then they also shelled Stelmachivka, Makiyivka, Plashanka, and Dibrova, these towns. And Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Stelmachivka, Plashanka, and Dibrova. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see, map in more details. Okay, so near Kreminna, right here, there was a frontline development, a change. Let's see. So that's today's January 7th. We can see that there was an update as well on January 7th, 5:48 a.m. The last one was at 5:02 p.m. So we'll be looking at change from January 6th. So 2 clicks right here. As you can see over here near Dibrova. Dibrova was, I can't say it was liberated, but now it's in the gray zone. So this Corpus Motor Rifle Regiment number 488 has left Dibrova. Apparently Ukrainian army is advancing right here, but it's not, seen on the map, but Russians left Dibrova. Or what is left from Dibrova, because all of these towns on this front line, they are completely wiped out, destroyed, and it's hard to imagine how people can live there. So yeah, okay. In Soledar, in Bilohorivka area, right here, Bilohorivka. Let me zoom in. Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Bilohorivka, and Russian army shelled Spirne right here as well. Then in Soledar, which is right here, Russian army. Let's see why it's not showing. Okay, because it's already eights in Ukraine. Okay, that's better. That's better. Even though in the US it's still sevens, but in Ukraine it's already eights. That's why January 8th. I mean, that's why there was a difference in these pings. Okay, so in Soledar area, right here, Russian army shelled Berestove, Bilogorivka, Yakovlivka, and Soledar, and Ukrainian military built Russian tanks near Soledar. I have two videos from Soledar, not videos but photos. So let's see. What do you see on this picture? Hopefully YouTube doesn't ban me for this photo, but what do you see? I mean, there are like results of shelling, all of those like holes and craters, but what do you see? All of these like things laying around. Leave a comment below. What do you think? You can pause this video and leave a comment and then continue watching. I have another photo of the same. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Yeah. Over here. All of these things. What is this? What do you think? Leave a comment below. Okay. There was a development of the front line near Soledar. So the Russian Telegram channels report that Soledar is now fully occupied by Russia. I mean, they call it liberated because they call it liberation, whatever, propaganda. But we call it occupation. Ukrainians, we call it occupation because Russian army is occupying Ukrainian territory. So they claim that that Soledar is under their control. Where is Soledar? Over here. So let's look at the January 6th. So on January 6th, the front line was like this, but now it's changed a little bit. So if we zoom in, Soledar is partially occupied, according to Deep State map, partially occupied right here. So that's part of the Soledar. That's also like streets and quarters, blocks of Soledar. It's half circled. It's in a gray zone. I don't have information on if there are Ukrainian military inside Soledar. There are videos of Ukrainian, soldiers fighting for Soledar inside the city borders. So I'm not gonna, argue on whether Soledar is occupied or not yet. But I'll make a video about Soledar. So the link will be at the end of this video and the description once I publish it. So check it out. Okay, let's go back to the map. So Bakhmut, a Russian army shelled Bakhmut, and Ukrainian military built Russian tanks near Krasna Hora, Bakhmut, and Klishchiivka. Krasna Hora, Bakhmut, and Klishchiivka. Then I have a couple of videos for you from Bakhmut. So it's gonna be number. Hold on. You saw this. That's from Bakhmut. People who can read in Russian, they can, see this comment, obviously, but I believe you already know what is laying around on the ground. Okay, so that's the video from Soledar, proving that Ukrainian soldiers are still in the city borders. Look at the surroundings. Everything is destroyed, wiped out. That's what Russians bring when they come. Okay, and I have another one that's international region, international legend, or regiment, where people from other countries can fight for Ukraine as a part of armed forces of Ukraine officially, legally. So that's this video is made by Chechen soldiers. Chechen Republic is right now a part of Russian Federation, but I'm gonna show it to you. Where is it? So these guys, they're fighting for Ukraine right now, and obviously they want to fight for their independence. So Chechen Republic is right here. Um, yeah, let's see. Yeah, so Ingushetia and Chechen Republic. So they're fighting for Ukraine, and when Ukraine wins this war, they're gonna fight for their independence, and try to get independence from Russia. Okay, so let's watch this video. If it's I'm not sure if it's loaded correctly. So if you want to skip this video and don't watch it, it's gonna be for another 2.5 minutes. So just skip it and move forward. But I find this video really interesting and suggest to watch it till the end. They got injured, obviously. I would like to pause it here. So these letters are in Russian VSCHRI, which means Вооруженные силы Чеченской Республики Ичкерия, which is Armed Forces of Chechen Republic of Ichkeria. Yeah, let's continue watching. The audio is, off on the original of the video, so it's not me. Okay. And I have. Okay, that's it. Um, let's go to Toretsk area, which is Toretsk is where is Toretsk? I lost it. Right here. So Russian army shelled New York of Donetsk region, and Ukrainian military pulled Russian tanks near Ozaryanivka of Donetsk region. Moving south to Avdiivka, Russian army shelled Avdiivka, Kamenka, and Nevelska, and Ukrainian military pulled Russian tanks near Pervomaiska of Donetsk region. Um, there was a tiny change of the front line, so let's go to this area on the deep state map. That's gonna be right here. Let me zoom out. Why it's so slow? Okay, and zoom in. So let's go to January 6th to see the change. January 7th. So they occupied, a lot of land, but still, it's not significant, but still worth mentioning. Okay, let's go to back to Luhansk region. So explosions at natural gas pipeline near Tuhune, Lutugune, Litygine, I think Litygine. That's the photo of the explosion. Okay, we are moving to go to Marinka. Marinka is right here. Russian army shelled Krasnohorivka, Georgievka, Mariinka, Novomykhailivka, and Paraskovivka of Donetsk region. All of the towns. And Ukrainian military pulled Russian tanks near Pobeda and Mariinka, these two. Then explosions were reported at the power station in Kurakova. So Russia keeps shelling and striking at critical infrastructure, electrical power stations, which proves that Russia is a terrorist state. No doubt here. Okay, so Vuhledar area. Russian army shelled Vremivka, Velika Novosilka, Vuhledar, Paraskovivka, Zelene Pole, and Novopil. Then in Zaporizhia region, Russian army shelled Gulay-Pole, let me zoom out a little bit, Gulay-Pole, Залізничне, Чарівне, Stepovе, Щербаки of Zaporizhia region. In Tokmak, reports of several explosions in Tokmak of Zaporizhia region. So that's unconfirmed information, but Russian Telegram channels are saying that there are hundreds and hundreds of killed Russian troops, soldiers in Tokmak as a result of this shelling. It's unconfirmed information yet, so let's talk about it tomorrow. Also, near Melitopol, explosions were reported in Melitopol as well. And then, that's actually yesterday's news. That's as of yesterday. Okay, so then in here's Dnipropetrovsk region, Russian army shelled Nikopol. Back to Zaporizhia, Russian missile strike reported in Zaporizhia city itself. Kherson region, a Russian army shelled Kherson city, Chernobyevka, Antonievka, Berislav, and Zolota Balka of Kherson region. By the way, right here, air defense shot down a drone over Kamensk of Dnipropetrovsk region. Okay, so back to Kherson region. So in Kakhovka, I have a video from Kakhovka. Look, at the basically every single house is destroyed. That's a 4-second video, but and this is Chernobyevka, the Kherson International Airport, which was before the war, airport that's located right here. As you can see, international airport, Chernobyevka near Kherson, liberated territory, but as a result of shelling, it's completely destroyed. When it was occupied by Russians, Ukrainians, shelled this town. Russian forces. Now, Russian forces shell Ukrainian, territory. That's a 90-second video, so if you don't want to watch it, but I highly suggest to watch it. As you can see, that's the airport, so you can skip it. But that's used to be a rent-a-car service. Here's an international airport. Oh, come on. What is happening? Let's see. Okay. The planes on the background. Airfloat plane, which is Russian. The There was a picture of Zaluzhny, General Zaluzhny. Okay, another one from Kherson, which is right here. So Russians again used prohibited, banned weapons. That's phosphoric weapons over Kherson city. That's banned by the United Nations. That's not prohibited, not allowed to use. But as you can see, terrorist state is a terrorist state. So you know. Okay, moving to Crimea. So something happened in Crimea. So in Jankoy, right here, explosions were reported in Jankoy. There is no more information about the Russian losses, but let's come back to this incident tomorrow. At the end of this video, I would like you to watch this funny video that's obviously, not Crimea, but in Ukrainian Telegram channels, people are, adding the sign that it's Crimea in the summer 2023. So that's how Ukrainian Marine Corps will liberate Crimea. Obviously, this is not Crimea. I have to turn off the music for copyright claims to avoid it. So it's gonna be without video, without sound, without audio. So these are the Marines coming out of the water, and people on the beach are, like surprised. Obviously, it's somewhere where it's warm right now, or this is the old video, I don't know, but that's a funny one if you add the sign like Crimea summer 2023. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share this video among your English speaking friends. That would really help to boost my channel and show this video to more people who have interest in war in Ukraine. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet and click on like. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.